Well, welcome Aries. Welcome back to PeonyLore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. Ooh, super fast. This is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising signs of Aries for this month of September 2020. I hope everyone was doing well. You'll have to forgive me for the month of August. I really got kicked in the boo-boo with the Lionsgate energy as a topper for all of the other things that have been going on. And I needed the time to go within and rest and reflect and take the energies of these retrogrades as they're meant to be. But I'm excited that I did, because I got some extremely important clearings for myself. I also got some really good integrations with some DNA upgrades and some other spiritual gifts that were granted. And, you know, I'm back, baby. So we're going to go ahead and do a 9-card spread. It's going to discuss what's going on in your present energies, some of the strengths, and some hidden influences that Spirit wants to make you aware of, and their basic conversation with you with regards to some details in your element. So we're going to do earth, air, fire, water, and also a past and present card specifically for you. Now, we do have 3 specific oracles that I was guided to speak to before I start the general base, and then, whoops, that's way too many. Sorry, that's a lot of information. If those are meant to come back out, they will. And then for each of the different elements, we have a specific oracle card that's going to come out, and the knotted unicorns are going to come out. So if there's an individual here that does not appreciate some sarcastic humor and creative and colorful language, then I'm sorry, this is not the reading for you, or maybe I'm not the channeler for you when it comes to this information. I do channel information directly from Spirit, so please take that for what it is. Please also make sure that you like, share, and subscribe so that you can take advantage of the other signs in your chart, should you be called to do so, to make sure that you get a full overview of what is going on in your energies. I'm told that that is exactly the right one to go. Okay, so let's get all this laid out, make a little space for you. I was told specifically that there are 3 cards, and the first card from the Healing Angels is the ear chakras. Notice messages that appear as sounds, music, and words from both external sources and within your own mind. These messages are real answers to your prayers. Okay, so your ear chakras are actually not your physical ears. They actually reside a little bit over your 2 eyebrows. If you wanted to know that, rub a little essential oil on them. I know that when I'm getting into meditation and things of that nature, that's exactly where I make sure that I'm getting crisp, clear messages as an option for you, should you want to take advantage of that. But that's exactly where your ear chakras are, leading into the ear canal. Here I am pointing to my face, and you can't see me, but that's okay. The next card that I'm told that is important for you is the card from the Lightworker Oracle deck, which talks about earth healing. Okay, I will read the invocation from this, and I will, the base information from this card, and I will snap the remainder of the pages and put it at the end of the video so that you can go in and take advantage of the invocation, should you be called to do that as well. But from the Lightworker Oracle deck, it's number 38. It's earth healing. I love this photograph. It's very beautiful. Okay. And the other card that is coming out is actually from the consortium, or the grouping titled Abraham. And if anyone knows Esther and Jerry Hicks, this is the group that works with her and channels with her. And so I was told to pull a card for Aries specifically for you here. And the card is number 22, and it's titled Beneficial Beliefs Feed Better When I Think Them. Short reading here is that there are things in your environment that you believe that match what you want, and there are all kinds of things in your environment that you believe that defy what you want. How would you ever sort them out? How do you know the active beliefs within you that serve you well and the active beliefs that do not serve you well? How do you know the beneficial beliefs from the detrimental ones is basically the question. The beneficial beliefs feel better when you think them. The detrimental ones feel worse when you think them. So that's meaningful to someone. Again, this is the spirit and the consortium of Abraham speaking to our Aries here this month. Okay, so keeping all of those components in mind, let's go ahead and get into the reading. So, the first card that we're going to talk about here in your present energy is the Six of Rods energy of being in victory and success. Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. What I'm getting here from what I'm seeing is that you have gone through some things within the past 30, 60 days and allowed yourself to kind of go in a little bit in order to take advantage of what you needed to do in order to actually get to this point. Feeling victory and success, being seen above others, waiting for your rewards to come in and receiving them with ease and grace. This is very interesting to me, but I love this in this current position, and this is the area of your strength, Aries, okay? The area of your strength here is technically the Eight of Swords. This card is titled Trapped in Fear. This is a lot of mental energy. Now, in the traditional Rider-Waite or some of the other variations of the cards that come through, you see the gal with the blindfold over the eyes and the hands behind the back, but you see two sets of 4 swords on either side of her, okay? So, trapped in fear when the gate is open is one aspect that can be read, but the other aspect is trusting the divine with that blindfold on and walking to where they actually lead you. And I believe that's exactly what they're trying to say. You've actually come out of feeling as though that you had some trappings of delusion and things of that particular nature. Now, this particular deck that I'm reading, the Psychic Tarot, is not meant to be read in reverse. If it was a standard deck, I'm very certain that the Eight of Swords would have presented in reverse in that position, but regardless, that is exactly the information that I'm getting. Your strength is being able to take the natural information that's coming from the universe and be guided towards that area and not allow yourself to be in analysis paralysis within your own thoughts, but to be guided by spirit. So good for you in that vein. Now, things that need to be brought to your attention, some hidden influences that you may not be aware of, or a few things that you might need to be able to work on. Spirit is guiding you to the Seven of Pentacles, which is in this card titled Patience and Planning, okay? It is definitely there, and I want you to see the parallel from what I actually just described with the standard tarot Rider-Waite deck with the imagery on this particular deck. There's 2 different pillars here, and you're being guided in between where all of the coin and abundance is coming, right? So you're being guided down this particular path. So please continue to believe that the universe is still working with you, but you still need to take advantage of knowing that patience and planning is something that's beautiful. All of the seeds have been planted, and now the fruits are starting to ripen. You just can't pluck them off yet. Nobody wants to eat a green tomato unless it's fried. So let that continue to ripen up, and don't have any trepidation about that particular moment. Okay, so the next component that we're going to go into is actually the air component. So communication and mental thought process for everyone. And right now what we have is the card called Temptation, which in the traditional deck would be likened to the Devil card. So the first thing I want to say, obviously, is heavy Capricorn energy for sure. And there's a reason for that, I believe. But what this is, and again, I feel very strongly that this is all going into a beautiful vein. If it was a Rider-Waite, it very potentially would have presented itself into reverse. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that we cover both of them. Temptation. The traditional Devil card is obviously the image, and then you've got the 2 individuals that are very loosely bound. They can get away from whatever is holding them back, right? From thought process, from substance, from people, from an thinking about anything. It could be an addiction to anything, the internet, So it could be so many different types of things. And what I feel is that they're telling you is that you have removed yourself from that particular heavy, heavy, heavy energy, okay? And one of the reasons why I am taking the readings this month in a very different direction rather than just going by birth date is because there's a lot of things that are getting ready to happen. Okay, so currently for you, Aries, you should be aware of this. Saturn is in retrograde currently, okay? And so when Saturn is in retrograde, it allows us to review our goals. It's asking us to really slow down. It's asking us to overcome challenges and make sure that we're actually setting the boundaries. Now, what's going to happen at the end of the month is that Saturn is going to go from retrograde in Capricorn direct into Capricorn. So I think this is exactly appropriate for this particular reading and why it is that it needed to be brought up in this particular fashion, okay? The other thing that I wanted to be able to say is that with this the full moon that's showing up on the 1st or the 2nd, depending upon where your time zone is, with those energies that will be around for, a couple of days prior and a couple of days afterwards, the full moon is traveling into the direction of Pisces, okay? Now, what's going to be supportive for you in understanding that, Aries, is the placement of Mars. Mars currently is in your planet. Okay, but it is going to travel in retrograde on the 9th of September. So where the balance is going to come from with that, okay, and this card is speaking to your ability to develop patience within yourself and having motivation, not lack of energy, trying to solve any anger issues where you've got some frustration. So they're just kind of giving you the heads up with regards to your communication, your mental thought process. Continue to make sure that you are unbound from those things and manage those energies to the best of your ability with this warning. And they're telling you that you very strongly have the capability of doing that. Okay, so now we move into the fire position. So this is your passion, your creativity, and your action. And right now, there's a lot of communication that's going to happen. Accelerated motion is what this card is titled. This is traditionally the 8 of Rods or the 8 of Wands, however you learned the terminology for the tarot. And what this is saying is that there's a lot of communication and information that is coming to you. Now, it's going to be coming to you either in the form of email or text, as far as standard, day-to-day kind of things that we would deal with. But there's a lot of communications that's still coming to you from the divine. You are getting a lot of downloads at this particular moment. So wherever your passion and creativity is, please take advantage and take notice of the action that is being given to you with these particular rod energy that's coming, which is exactly why I believe this ear chakra card popped out for you. It is important that you notice that the messages that appear to you, and there's going to be a lot of them. There's going to be a lot of repeating sequences, 111, 222, 333, the 88, all that different kind of stuff, or whatever combination of numbers seems to be the most consistent for you. Those are messages from Spirit specifically for you. You need to be able to just take a minute and absorb that information, because there's a lot that they're going to ask you to do, even if it's just internal work, okay? So that is important to mention. Now, in the position of Earth, which is your realistic, your physical, practical aspects of what it is that you need to be able to do on your Earth plane here, on your Earth walk for these next 30 days, there's going to be a lot of activations also, they're telling you specifically, that are going to happen with your throat chakra, so your communication. And it's not for naught that this throat chakra communication is coming up under this temptation, as I just explained to you kind of what's going on within the planets and their retrograde changes. So your throat chakra can definitely be worked on. Wearing the color blue, utilizing blue crystals when you have them, anything that opens up the throat chakra, okay? Eating blue foods. The colors of our foods definitely have vibrations that will help us. So whatever those blue foods are for you, blueberries and things of that nature, are definitely going to be supportive for you in this particular 30 days. Now, in your water element, your emotions and your relationships and your sensitivities to different types of things that are going on, you are being asked specifically, another set of rods, to stand your ground, the 7 of rods. You will be able to handle all of the different information and things that are coming to you, but you kind of need to slow down a little bit in order to make sure that you are receiving these pieces of information, but you will be able to stand your ground. Lightworker, you need to be able to make sure that you stand your ground. Just relax and follow the advice of Spirit here, okay? They're asking you in a little bitty tidbit to release some of the control that you naturally have And we all appreciate Aries for their ability to just kind of say what needs to be said and just take charge of things. But sometimes you need to slow down in order to speed up. Now, the past energy that supports this reading right now is the Eight of Cups, the emotional withdrawal. You needed to walk away from something, even if it was just to walk away from the outside in order to go inside. You had to walk away from a situation. You knew that something was done with. You were ready to turn the page. You're looking for that ninth cup. You're ready to get into the next level of your version of what's going to be most appropriate and happy for you in your particular life. You're still having this energy in this September moment, but this is exactly why all of these other cards are here on the table, saying to you the emotional withdrawal time that you have taken out in order for yourself. You took that knee at some point. Slow down a little bit and listen to what the guidance is coming to you from Spirit. The present card here, and this is why, within the next 30 days, you are definitely going to be in the Six of Pentacles moment. This is complete balance between your material and your spiritual prosperity. Whatever it is that you are given, you will definitely be given back. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy. So there is a lot of co-creating with Spirit here in order to support what is necessary for you, Aries. So now at this particular moment, I'm going to take the Oracle cards from our Earth Magic deck, and I am going to support what needs to happen here in our Earth area. So realistically, physical, practically, what do our Earth Spirit want to say about the throat chakra for our Aries this particular month? Thank you, Spirit. Nope, they said shuffle again. Fat fingered it. My bad. Sorry. Woo, there it is. Hey, yes. Okay, in this deck, this is called crystals. Now, obviously you know that I love crystals, but this is not necessarily about physical crystals, although it could be for you. It very much could be bluer crystals, amethyst, other types of things that are going to come to you. Blue quartz if you have it. Anything like that has that particular hue. You can always use a general clear quartz for any specific thing that needs to get done. But if you happen to have a bluer crystal that will be able to help you with your communication, that will be greatly, greatly enhancing for you. What I'm told right now is blue kyanite would probably be something. Do I have a piece? In case you don't know what it looks like. Oh, sorry, Angel. This is a piece of blue kyanite. This is what it looks like. This is great for communication. They come in little slivers like this. They come in bigger chunks that are like this, but blue kyanite is great for communication, okay? And they will help you to tune in to the information that you're receiving. The other thing about crystal is that with this particular card, it is talking about making sure that you continue to go within in order to focus on this component here. So if you imagine yourself being further back here in this cave as it's depicted here in this picture, this is your focus, getting to the top of this particular mountain, whatever that is for you, but utilize the tools that are available to you in order to support you there. Okay, thank you for that information. Now, in the area of fire, we have a dragon oracle that's going to come out, and it's going to support what's going on in our fire element. So your passion and your creativity, the information that Spirit wants to talk about with regards to this accelerated motion and these messages. Let's see what the dragons are going to be able to support us with here for our Aries in the month of September. Thank you. Oh, super fast. Oh, you got two. Lovely. Okay, so let's go ahead and take them both. What do we got here? Ooh. We have green dragon, helping you to tune into the secrets of nature. Receive answers and guidance from nature. Align with your divine essence. Okay? And the second card with regards to communication is blue dragon from the Pleiades. Prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. Now, before we started this session, I was guided to say specifically, this may not be for everyone, but it will be for some of you. Lightworker needs clearing, so you need to seek services such as Reiki and things of that nature that will really help you this particular month, okay? All right. So the next element that we're going to clarify right now with our oracles is going to be the element of air. And the element of air is going to be supported with our fairies. Okay, so what do our fairies have to say about our thought process and this Capricorn energy that's happening here? Thank you, fairies. Ooh. Come on, lovelies. Aries. There it is. Oh, you got another 2. Fantastic. Okay. So you have 2 cards. The first card is friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends, and now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Fantastic. Okay. The second card is believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. Here we go again. Nature. You're being told consistently. The fairy of the northern light says you are a part of nature, so you are magical too. So there's something very specific about this reading for you that has to do with you being in nature, and I believe you will be receiving this information if you're able to sit and take a walk or sit and meditate outside or whatever the case may be. As long as you're in nature, it seems that you are going to be receiving more of the information that's needed for you for the remainder of this month in that particular vein. Okay, now here's where we bring out our naughty unicorns. For a little bit of brevity, but also the unicorns obviously want us to be able to have fun. But they do give very good messages, okay? They do give very good messages. And I'm told, just to make sure, as we're talking about the magic, your beneficial beliefs feel better when I think them. Going back to this particular card, what is it that you believe that makes you feel good? When you feel good, you emanate and you attract those same similar things to you. So whilst you're in nature, sit down and think about all of the beautiful things that you love, and then all of the things that you would like to be able to take advantage of. And those are the energies, I believe, that is going to come to you for assistance for you this month. But let's go ahead and take a listen to what our little naughty unicorns have to say. Oh God, please let it be good. Oh, I just love this deck. It's this one. Thank you. It says laugh. Hello. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? So this is actually hitting our water element, your emotions, our relationships, our sensitivity. In order for you to stand your ground, you've got to be able to take, you've got to let those ankle biting bedwetters just kind of go off to the side, right? Just let it roll off, which is what you're going to be able to do. Laugh is going to be your good medicine for the ability for you to continue to stand your ground with anything else that you happen to be going through this particular month, Aries. Okay, so that is what I have for you. I hope this has been extremely beneficial. I am going to just read the beginning passage of the Earth Healing from the Lightworker Oracle deck here, and then I will snap the remainder of it, like I said, at the end here. So Earth Healing, which is card number 38. Oh, I love this. Okay, it says, you are making a real contribution to the planet through your spiritual journey. Remember this and believe that your needs will be generously met by the earth and the universe. What you are doing matters, and your life will be supported. Hello. All of this goes together. I love my job. I love doing this. So I will snap these here at the end for you so that you can get the remainder of the details and the invocation should you want to take advantage of doing that in prayer. This full moon energy is going to affect a lot of different people, regardless of what your star signs happen to be. There are a lot of planets that have been in retrograde for many, 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 many months, and a lot of them are going to start to go direct here in the month. The first week, we've got Mercury going direct into Libra. It's currently in Venus. We have Venus is going to go enter into Leo. We have, Jupiter is getting ready to go direct in Capricorn, if I didn't already mention that, on the 11th of the month. So there's a lot of activity that's getting ready to happen here in September. So you need to just make sure that you are not tempted. Make sure that you realize the information you're getting is not you. It is spirit trying to communicate with you and trying to keep you on track and giving you the tools that are going to be necessary to best support you. So that is what I have. I hope that's been beneficial. If it has, consider a like, share, and a subscribe again so that you can receive the information from the other signs that are going to be posted. And with that, all I have to say is thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, Aries.